Well, hello everyone, and welcome back.
What's
to
up,
the
Crankers?
It's the Flesh and Blood show about playing in paper to get better and eventually win the Pro Tour.
It's cranking time.
If neither of us wins the Pro Tour in the next 5 years,
This podcast is a failure.
This show has been an abject failure.
If one of us doesn't win Pro Tour Amsterdam, this show will be a failure, which is very funny because I believe neither of us are going to Pro Tour.
We're not going to Pro Tour Amsterdam, so pack it up. We had a good run. But yeah, welcome back. We are playing today. I'm playing Fi, Rising Rebellion.
Oh, no, shit! Everything's ruined. Viserai! Rune Blood is what I'm playing today. Very excited.
Very classic hero.
Viz was not having a moment for a while with all that ice and,
and also
sort of disruption.
All the good cards getting banned from his deck, his best equipment getting banned.
Well, you're sure. Well, by the time by the time I started playing the game, all of that stuff was already banned. So it's like this is,
you never experienced Blitz combo Viz that could just win the game on turn 0.
Yeah.
That's a fun time.
Seems great.
Blitz is cool. I feel like we might be back there, honestly, with Savage Sash Rhinar and Blitz.
Yeah.
I don't know how that deck doesn't just like win on turn 1 half the time.
I saw my first Savage Sash Blitz Rhinar list today. I was just sort of like, oh, this is filthy.
Yeah.
But it's going to be fun to play Dash and still kick its ass. All
yeah.
Right. Anyway, all right.
Oh yeah, I need some dice. I need some Terry Tie dice.
Let's play some dice.
Okay.
How you been, Crankers? You having a good time out there? I got nothing.
Thanks everyone who's been watching the first 4 episodes we put out so far, and liking and commenting and subscribing. It's really meant the world to us.
We were discussing before we started taping how funny it was to put out an episode like a month after we recorded it and listen to all of our dumbass opinions about heavy hitters that were immediately invalid.
Yeah, the most painful one for me was the Katsu Victor episode, because I started playing a lot more Katsu after that and practiced the Victor matchup a lot. And everything I did in that matchup, I was like, that's not right. That's not what you do at all. You're just attacking. You're playing a 2-card hand. Victor loves those. So that was interesting to see how far we've come. And also just like watching us play KO, and like the way KO is played is completely different now. And like the style of deck, how everyone thinks about it, is interesting. Hopefully this episode will age better.
I think my cringiest moment was where the point where I actually did the math to add up that you did a 16 damage turn and I threw 15 back, and I was like, I did 15? I think that's worth taking 16. I was like, what am I saying?
You should probably deal more than what you take.
You generally want to.
Yeah. But you still won the game, so who's to say it was wrong?
We got there. All right, let's roll some dice.
Let's do it. So both of us are playing a pretty off-meta, quote-unquote, deck, I believe. I'm pretty sure Fi won 1 ProQuest.
Yeah, Fi is like nowhere in the meta.
He's not around. Yeah, I believe I'm playing the deck that is the only ProQuest on Fi. Viserai was a little more, right? He was like
Viserai's been a little bit more popular for sure.
Yeah. I think Viserai has like slightly more of an angle in the meta to some extent.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was
slow decks.
Aggro Viz was doing really well in the when Dory and Kasai were sort of at the top of the heap, and you had a lot of it was these mathy decks Viserai tends to come into because it tends to do well into because of the split damage.
It makes it a lot harder to get free value out of 1 card.
Generally being overrate.
Yeah.
So it's been nice in the lack of disruption. And then Azalea came back into the fold and really made Viserai a little bit sadder.
Yeah. I feel like partially because of the lack of decks like Fi, because the Ninjas are some of the decks that can run Warmongers pretty easily. So if you're playing Azalea and you expect a decent amount of Ninja, even though it's a favored matchup, you kind of have to like hedge around Warmongers or just get blown out by it occasionally.
Yeah. That said, I'm not running Aggro Viserai. I'm running a bit more. You might have heard about it. It gets referred to as Turtle Burst quite a bit.
Co-host of the show, Bryn, does not like that name, although
it is.
I don't know what she thinks could be better.
If you
Bryn, sound off in the comments about what we should name it.
If you have synesthesia, I think Turtle Burst is probably a very ugly colored word. But
yeah, it's probably like pea soup green or
exactly.
something. Or just if you have an active imagination and you're imagining a turtle blowing up, like in Super Mario or something.
We bursted?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the idea is basically to make small piles of rune chants, 6 to 10, and attack with attacks that make more rune chants. So, yeah, hopefully that works out.
We'll see.
I have not run this matchup against Fi, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, Fi seems like a deck that can sort of punish. I think that's part of what's interesting about this meta is that it's like a lot of decks like this Tardily Viserai, like Tech Levasan. We were just at a ProQuest where Tech Levasan managed to take it down. Like, what else? Slapdash, like Max Nitro is a great example. There's a lot of decks that are like, no Dromai, I can just wait around, do, like, charge up for a while, and then do an OTK, like, one-hit destruction.
Right.
And Fi is really good at punishing decks like that, but has been really not in the meta, mainly because of his horrendous Victor matchup, but I think is, like...
Azalea probably keeping him under wraps.
Azalea is pretty bad, and then there's also just, like, a general identity crisis, I think, where it's, like, KO is the numbers deck of the moment, and it's like I don't know how well Fi can actually like compete on those numbers, but I think he can come close, and he has like he can be even more consistent than KO maybe, or at least like about as consistent. And I think he also has some potential advantage. Shuko is going to be a really good card into Enigma in the new meta, so we will see.
Yeah, one of our local friends, shout out to Leon, has a KO list that if you look at the Fabtcg link, he titled it Fi impression.
Yeah.
So that's,
Leon is also always bemoaning that he can't play Fi at events. He's always like, I wish.
And he does anyway.
I don't know, last time I saw him sleeve up Fi. I feel like he was playing it like before Heavy, and then he was just like, nah, this is not it. Shall we roll for initiative?
Let us go. All right. Evens or odds?
Even.
Okay. You win.
I will go second.
Okay.
Shocking.
That's great. I wanted to go first anyway.
That's probably fair.
I will present my deck to you.
Probably should shuffle up a little more. Present my Phoenix Flame, my Pouncing Lynx, a Shuko, Vest of the First Fist, and Snapdragon Scalers.
Okie doke. I will present in my equipment Scepter of Pain.
The Tuning Fork.
The Tuning Fork, yes. Bloodied Oval.
Okay. I love that Viz has picked this up. Just the only generic shield in the game. Viz is playing DPF.
Look, hey, if you got a one-handed weapon and you don't know what else to do, why not block a little?
Yeah. I wonder why they did make the Scepter one-handed. Just it's not strong enough to be two-handed?
Yeah, probably. It seems, I think it was one of those where it was like they thought of Flail of Agony for Vincent, and they were like, we need some other alternative for this.
Yeah. Some way to make rune chance.
Yeah. But Grasp of the Arknight, one of the best equipment pieces in the game.
Still is, yeah.
Crown of Providence. Actually, yes. Well,
maybe Balance for Fi?
Yeah. Which is, I think we probably want Balance of Justice in this matchup.
I think unless you really value hand fixing, I'm probably not going to see and see you.
Yeah. That it makes a lot of sense. Dyadic Carapace, just another extra little 2-block there. And we will run, of course, Spellbound Creepers.
The classic. Also one of the strongest equipments in the game.
Maybe the single worst looking cold foil, I think, in the game.
Just because it's like the whole boot is cold?
It looks sun damaged. And I thought it was mine, and then I saw another, one of our friends' creepers as well, and it looked exactly the same. It's like, oh no, they're just like that.
Yeah, what is it's like, oh yeah, it's just like, the boots are cold, and then like a little, like the smoke coming off them. And there's something like, I think it's because it's so dark. It's like a really dark
But Black Tech Whispers, very similar look.
Yeah.
Great looking cold foil.
Looking good.
All right.
How many
cards are you presenting?
60.
Okay.
Well, 59, and then there's the 60th, my Phoenix Flame.
Sure.
I'm opting to use my hero ability to start the game with the Phoenix Flame in my graveyard.
Damn, son. Where'd you find that?
Yeah. Ever since I played a ProQuest and played round 1, not using that ability, I've made sure to remember.
Sure. I, of course, will be making Rune Chants. That token will go under my hero.
All right.
I'm going first. Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun. Now future me knows where the game starts. I can cut all that out.
All right. I am going to start by pitching into Grasp of the Arknight and making a Rune Chant.
Okay.
Floating 2. Or floating 1, excuse me.
Ooh, a Ripple Away.
Pitch a Ripple Away, yes. We will then play a Sonata Galaxia, pitching 3 more into it, setting X equal to 2. So 4 total pitch.
Has go again, and this searches for an aura, a runeblade aura with cost X or less.
With cost X or less.
Yeah.
Which I will use to grab a Blessing of Occult once I find one. There we go.
Is this card part of the reason that like this style of Viz is
it really helps.
It seems good, yeah. Just like
boy, if you want to make rune chants fast, having something where you can just like the fact that you can like, especially once you make a pile, having something where you can just tutor in like Runeblood Barrier for free.
Oh yeah, because if you have a bunch of rune chants, then it's like set X to 4 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty nuts.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
You can even like you can tutor for Looming Doom if you need to.
Yeah. Looming Doom is a blue as well, right?
Yeah.
So it just kind of fits into the curve.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so that's go again as well.
Has go again. Yes, that will make on my next turn 3 more rune chants. I will then pitch 2 into Scepter of Pain.
I have no arcane barrier, so
1 arcane damage.
I'll take 1.
I will make a 2nd rune chant.
Oh boy, I need some more dice than just those.
I got backups. We're fine.
Yeah. Or hopefully I can just kill you before you make more than like 5
Maybe.
rune chants.
Good luck trying.
Yeah, we'll see.
And with that, I end my turn.
I have nothing to do, so I'll pass.
Okay.
Ready. Begin my turn with the Brand with Cinderclaw. For 3 go again. My next chain link, my next attack this combat chain is Draconic.
I will block 3.
Sure. No reactions from me. I'll swing the Emberblade. 3 go again. Floating 1.
Block 3.
Sure. Also no reactions from me. 2 Draconic links. I'll activate Phi for 1. Get a flame and play it for 1.
Sure. I will take 1.
Sure. No reacts. Then I'll play a Lava Burst. Shuko will activate, so this will come in for 6. Damage can't be prevented.
I will block 3, take 3.
Sure. Take 3. I will pass at Arsenal.
Sounds good.
Okay. Just keep this here.
Okay.
Easy access.
Blessing of Occult pops.
Sounds good.
I will make 3 more rune chants, going to 5. Already got a nice little pile there. And then I will... Oh, shoot. I missed a rune chant trigger, I think.
I think you only played 1 card last turn.
Oh, yeah. I just only played... Yes, okay.
Yeah. I had that thought as well, but
Yeah,
the Galaxia just brings it into play, so it doesn't... Yeah.
You're right, yes.
You're right.
Okay. I will pitch an Arknight Shard, make another rune chant to play a Scepter of Pain for 2.
It's 2 or 1?
Or 1. I'm sorry. I pitched 2.
You pitch 2.
Yes.
Floating 1 and make a rune chant. I will take 1. My man is out here sharding.
All right.
Arknight Shard.
Oh, you know we'd be sharding. All right. And I will end my turn.
Sure.
We're up to 7 rune chants now.
7. Okay. That is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Start with an Engulfing Flame Wave.
Engulfing Flame Wave. Okay.
Floating 1, coming in for 5. If it hits, I'll reveal the top card of my deck. If it's an attack action card with cost 0 currently, I can play it this turn and banish it.
Interesting. I will block with a Bloodied Oval. Any reactions?
No reactions?
Fate Foreseen.
Sweet.
Opt 1. We'll keep that on top.
Okay.
And covers 5.
Sure. Yeah, no reacts. Does not hit. I'll pitch another blue to Emberblade for 3 go again.
Emberblade for 3. You have 1 card in hand, 1 in arsenal.
Yeah.
Let's
see. 4. Yeah. 2 floating.
I'll take 3.
Okay. Taking 3. I'll pay 1 to get a Phoenix Flame. Send that in for 1.
I'll take 1.
Okay. And play a Snatch for 4.
There it is. I had a feeling of just like, don't block that Emberblade. That's going to be bad if you do that.
Yeah, I feel like one of the biggest, with Phi not around and Briar LL, no one really plays Snatch anymore.
It's true.
It used to be, for was one of the power cards in Flesh and Blood.
All right, we will give you Creepers and Warmonger's Diplomacy to block 4.
Sure. I have no reactions, so I'll move to Arsenal.
Sounds good.
All right, no Creepers.
No Creepers.
I guess you don't value it that much
in
this kind of deck.
You really don't.
Yeah,
it's
you're not
like,
trying to do anything sneaky.
Yeah, you can do some weird stuff, but it's mostly just like, hey, find your shit.
Yeah.
Okay. On my turn, I will pay 1 to play a Runeblade incantation that has 3 counters on it.
Alrighty.
Each of the next 3 turns at the start of turn, I'll make a rune chant.
Sounds good.
Still floating 2, which I will use to Scepter of Pain for 1.
Sure. I will take another 1.
Sounds good. I will make another rune chant.
Up to...
And go to 8.
Sure. Wait, 37 more turns. I'm in trouble. Okay.
And I will end my turn.
Sure.
I just realized Vest of the First Fist. That's very interesting.
It's one of the spicier cards in the list. I'm curious to see how it plays out. But honestly, I think it's a pretty interesting pick for Fi, because like you're basically always going to hit at some point with Fi, and then it's just a guaranteed 2 resources on a big turn. So being able to like have a little extra resources on a specific turn in Fi can be quite good.
Sure.
I'm going to come in with a Soaring Strike to start. Pitch a yellow, so floating 1.
What is the on hit here again?
I can banish a 0 cost and give it go again, since I only have 1 draconic chip.
That seems like one we block. I will block 4.
Sure. In the reaction step, I'm going to use my 1 floating to play Art of War.
Okay.
We'll choose the classic modes. +1 to my attacks, banish an attack to draw 2 cards.
Sure.
So I'll banish this, I'll draw 2. So this will go up to 5.
I will take 1.
I'm actually going to Ancestral it as well.
I will take 2.
Sure. I filter this out of my hand. Cool. Okay, so then on hit, I will, I believe, let's see. What all do I want to break? Probably my vest, maybe my links as well. Let's see.
So long as it's not my heart.
Hey, I don't know. Could be a good
Damn.
turn. I'm just saying, if dealing you 30 damage would break your heart.
I see.
Okay. Yeah, I have none floating right now, so let's break the vest and gain 2. And I guess I could also use my pouncing links later if I hit again. You still have a 4-card hand, right? And potentially can balance. Okay. I'll decline my links for now.
Sure.
And then also, I will do the on-hit of this, and... Oh, wait, no. I will not do the on-hit.
Okay.
This card already has go again. Okay. So... Then I will pay 1. I'll play a Mounting Anger, coming in for 5. On hit, I could banish a 1 or less cost attack and give it +1.
I will say no blocks and move to reactions.
Okay, no reactions.
Block 4, make another rune change.
Sure. So taking 1?
Taking 1.
Sure.
I will also, sorry, at instant speed,
yeah, do it.
Break Balance of Justice.
Draw a card.
Draw a card.
Right, not draw 2 cards.
Nope.
That'd be very silly. Yeah, I'll banish a Brand with Cinderclaw, so that will have +1. Do I want to do the Pouncing Links as well? No, I think we can do links later. Then I'll play the Brand, so +1, that is also for 5.
I'm going to say no blocks.
Okay, take 5. Then I'll activate Fi. Get back a Flame. That comes in for 2.
Take 2.
Okay. Maybe now I think about Kraken. Yeah.
I should actually probably block that.
Do you want to block it with some armor, perhaps?
Yeah, I think I will, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll give you a Grasper.
Sure.
Because I have to probably make it a little difficult for you.
Less enticing to assault. Yeah, because now I've hit 3 times. So assault would be for...
Yeah, this is kind of... So you're like trying to navigate the middle ground between making tenacity not so appealing and also making salt not so appealing.
Yeah, that one's a little... It's kind of tough needle to thread. I think I will... Yeah. It's not really the world's best I guess the lava burst could be for 7 because we got a Shuko trigger as well, which is pretty good. I guess using the equipment on a 5-card Artivore hand is pretty good. Let's break it.
Well, wait, on this.
Oh, right, I didn't
blocked
hit.
the 2.
Yeah, you're right. So I can't.
Yeah,
good call. Never mind. Let's cheat. Then in that case, I'll just play a Snatch for 5.
Interesting. No blocks.
Give it a go again.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Drawing and breaking pouncing links.
All right.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Salt probably better to get. I mean, let's see. It's the same damage, right? No, it's 1 more because salt will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be for 6, and then 7, and then 8. That's pretty good. So we will pick up a. If I have one somewhere there. Salt the wound, and then attack with that. So this attack didn't hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and then Shuko because the Phoenix Flame was the first 2 or less. So 8.
I'll take 8.
Okay. Down to.
Oops. 2, 11. Sorry.
11.
There we go.
Sure. Okay. Power of 5 might have a quick episode.
Yeah. 5, pretty good. I was hoping I could skate by 1 more turn without you doing that. But
Yeah, and then I'll arsenal.
Okay. Okay. There's that back for you?
Nope. I am almost naked now. All I have is my arms.
Yeah, I mean, it is as the sort of the thing with Fi is you get 1 big one, and then then it's kind of like, not that Fi is pedestrian by any means, but
After that, he basically becomes like a decent value
yeah.
aggro deck. There's not anything too crazy.
All right, Runeblade Incantation to 2. We'll make another rune chant here. That gets me to 10. There we go. Okay, we will play a Mordred Tide.
Okay. Oof. Good card.
Pretty good card. We will play a Runic Reckoning. That'll get me to 6 rune chants. Because I will make 2 for every card I play because of Mordred Tide.
Gotcha. So you have 12 now total?
Yep. We will play another Runic Reckoning.
Okay.
Making 2 more rune chants.
Okay. And this is also +3 to your next
+3
attack.
each to my next attack, yes.
Okay.
And then we will play an Arknight Ascendancy for, that is going to be 11 Dominate and that is 12, 14 rune chants, and then I make 2 more rune chants on the back end.
Yeah.
I
think you mean Ascenso del Arquibalero.
I do, in fact, mean that.
Is this one, this is reduced by rune chants and also...
It is reduced by rune chants. It also has Dominate.
Dominate and the damage it deals.
I also make as many rune chants as damage dealt. Plus with Mordred in effect, I make +1 from that.
Right, 1 more. Yeah. It'd be crazy if Mordred, modified,
it was
doubled.
I thought at first I was like, oh man, is that it? I was checking the language on Arknight Ascendancy, and it is make X amount of rune chants, not make a rune chant for each.
I think they knew that would be too good if they made Mordred. Okay, well, I have no way to stop 14, so we will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we have 11.
11 Dominate.
Okay. So...
And if you take it all, this is a close game again.
It's true, yeah. I think I maybe give you the arms. They already got 2 damage, and then they basically block 4. Let's see, if I block with just the arms, I would take 9, and then you would get 9 rune chance. You have 2 currently, so you'd go up to 11.
I would, if you blocked 2, I would I would go to.
Or you would make.
No, I would make
12.
It would be 12. Yeah,
okay.
So I'd make 10 rune chants.
Okay, just doing a little math about it. So let's see. If that happens, I would take 9, go to 14, and then you would have 12 rune chants?
Correct.
Okay. So you'd only have to make 2 more rune chants to kill me at that point. So,
plus one more from Runeblade incantation.
oh, there's another one.
Turn.
Oh, so you'd only have to make one more if that was how I blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's worth my time to block a little more then.
If you can.
Yeah. Well, it does have Dominate, so
yeah.
I'm a little... Yeah, I think this is probably the smartest play. The greedy play could still work, but I think if my cards block double...
Okay.
To block for 5.
Sure.
So I'm taking 6.
Right? You take
for 11?
Yes.
Okay.
So I make then I have 2 rune chants currently, and then I make 7 more.
That makes sense to me.
So that is going to be 9.
Mm-hmm.
6 and 3.
Cool.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Pretty good.
Nice value turn there.
You kind of played the Runeblade Art of War, Mordred.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so now I am completely naked, staring down almost lethal. Let's make this one count. Just to get a little more information, I will start with an Art of War.
Mm-hmm.
Banish and +1/+1, so I'll banish Rising Resentment.
Mm-hmm.
Draw 2 cards.
Yep.
Then I'll play a Rising Resentment for 4. Does not have a relevant on hit since it reduces cost, but it only can apply to a 0 cost.
Sure.
And frostbites don't exist.
I will say no blocks and go to reacts.
Sure, no reacts.
We will reduce to rune chant.
Okay. Ooh.
And go to 10 rune chants.
Sounds good. I will swing my Ember Blade for 3. Go again.
I will block 2, take 1.
Sure. I will play an Engulfing Flame Wave for 6. If it hits, I could banish if it's an attack and it costs less than 3, I can banish it and play it this turn.
Sure. I will block with a pummel and go to reacts.
Okay.
We will reduce to rune chant again.
Okay. Even more rune chant. So now you're up to
11.
11. Okay. And then 3 links. I'll get a Phoenix Flame attack for 2.
Sure. We'll take the 2.
Sure. And I'll pass.
Okay. Runeblood incantation ticks down. I make another, so that's 12 rune chants.
Mm-hmm.
And I will pass back to you.
Sure. Okay. Really got to take your hand now, because if you make more, I'm cooked. Start with a Mounting Anger. Floating 2, coming in for 4.
I will block 3 and the equipment.
Sure. Blocking, covering it up. Okay. Then I'll pay 2, play another Engulfing Flame Wave for 5. If the top of my deck is an attack with cost 1 or less, I can banish and play it.
Sorry, what was the on hit again?
Of this one?
Yeah.
So I get to, I think I look at the top card of my deck.
With cost
Reveal.
less than, yeah.
Yeah. So if it's a 1 or 0 cost attack, I can banish it and play it this turn.
Okay.
I still have to pay for it, but Fi does run a lot of 0 costs, so
Sure.
potentially I have to pitch maybe it's just a 0 cost and I can play it.
Is this worth that? Is the question.
I was listening to a deck tech about this deck, and the guy had a pretty good run, not with this exact deck, but playing a similar Fi deck at the Calling in LA. And he said he was playing against Dennis Zhang and put this card down, and he like picked it up and put it down, and then was like showing his friend, and he was like, "Bro, this is Draft-Chaff. This guy is like 8-1 in the Calling, playing Draft-Chaff in his deck.
You have 1 card left.
Yeah.
How spicy do I feel? If you have a non-attack on top of your deck,
it's pretty
like you have a Warmongers or something like that, that's pretty good. If you hit Ancestral, that's pretty good.
Last turn, the first card I drew was a blue attack, so I would have gotten off another 1 damage. Not amazing.
Yeah. We can kind of split the difference here. I'm going to block 3, take 2.
Sure. Taking 2. Let's reveal.
It is a let's go! Called it!
Nice. Ooh. So nothing happens, right? You reveal it,
yep.
And yeah. This is reminding me of why I had this card in my 5 deck before and I revealed a Minuism on top at a Battle Hardened when I had like no misses. Yeah. Hard to always hit. Okay, so you have 2 in hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will pass.
Arsenal. Okay, sounds good.
All right, now will I survive?
Okay, now we have a decision. We're definitely doing a thing. It's just, which thing are we doing? First off, Runeblood Incantation. Counter comes off. I make a 13th rune chant.
Okay, 13. So I basically currently have 4 life if you attack me.
Yeah, which is a pretty good argument for doing the one thing. All right, I am going to play Become the Arcanite.
Okay.
We'll discard a Mortar Tide.
Okay.
Look for an attack action.
Sure.
And so that is, if we come in for that. Yeah, I think it's just the 9th blade here.
Okay. Oh boy. Because that just comes in for free, right?
Free for 9. Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It was like, I was debating between that and the Arcanite Ascendancy, because making more chance is nice, but like, there's a non-zero chance I could just kill you here if you have enough 2 blocks.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Considering I'm basically at, what, 4?
And even if I don't kill you, I'm going to strip your hand. And
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Interesting matchup.
That is a curly Become the Arcanite that I should probably replace at some point.
And then judge about it.
Yeah, right. We will send the 9th blade for. So I do make a rune chant on the back for that.
Sure. So I have to take 13 because I have no arcane barrier.
13 rune chants and 9 physical.
Okay, so I go to 4, and then we have 9 physical.
Bursting.
We're bursting. All right, so you have 1.
Ooh, my man about
left.
to burst. Sorry, not a show for kids.
Can't stress that enough. We told YouTube, but in case this is being recommended to your child or something.
Like one of those awful Peppa Pig AI-generated horror shows.
They've gone so far down that rabbit hole that there's nothing left, and it's just showing them the Crankshaft. They're crying even harder.
Just being fucking 5 years old and be like, "Sup, crankers!" Like,
we're deeply sorry if that's happening to your child. Okay.
I'm not sorry at all. I think
it's fine. Your list is, if you draw a 4-card hand, can you kill me? Probably, considering you have some attacks and rune chants and stuff.
Well, I mean, I can definitely Scepter of Pain you, which will make another rune chant and definitely take another life off you.
Yeah. So then you put me to 3.
You're basically betting, like, do I draw a... Well, the thing is, like, if I don't draw an attack, I have probably a pretty good defensive hand.
Yeah, true. So I can't really kill you. Yeah, I guess that's one of my outs, is if I full block and then you draw, like, 3 D-reacts and a non-attack.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
Which absolutely can happen. I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah.
I have been in games playing this deck where I have like 22 rune chants and I cannot find the attack I need to actually kill the person.
If your deck isn't full of attacks, yeah, it's yeah, because I think if you draw a good hand and I attack you, if I like block with I say I block with 3 cards and then I try to swing some damage in, and it's not lethal, and you can block with like 1 to 2 cards, and then you could still probably like scepter me, attack me, basically kill me.
Yep.
If you draw a defensive hand, and that's what I'm doing, you're even happier to defend.
Sure.
So I think
how I really hope this game ends is a Sonata Galaxia into a Looming Doom.
Oh yeah. Or just like the Scepter of Pain 4 more times, and then I die. I think I just block. Let's see, 3, and then this is 6, so I can block 9 and just give you my hand, which is not great to begin with.
Sure.
And then I will just pass on my turn.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay, passing and drawing.
Sounds good. Runeblade incantation goes away.
Oh yeah, that's such a weird card. Have it like the last.
Yeah, it stays
turn.
until yeah.
They just wanted something weird to happen.
So that is. And I play that. All right. I think we have to do this. We're gonna play a Mordred Tide.
Okay. Not looking great for me.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
We will then play a Become the Arc Knight, making 2 more rune chants, going to 3, discarding a Blessing of Occult. And we will look for an attack action, which I believe...
Yeah, I think if you have a blue and you get a Swarming Gloomveil, then I'm just dead because you can Scepter me, make a 4th rune chant.
Swarming Gloomveil's not in this deck.
Oh, that's fair. I guess it's not not a very good card with this kind of deck.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
I think we get... That'd be an interesting one, but don't think that's right. Yeah, okay. We're just going to get an Amplify the Arc Knight.
Okay. 6. But that's a lot. That's more than my whole life.
That's the idea. All right.
Oh no, the life. Come back.
Oh no.
David's being such a turtle that our life totals are disappearing.
That's the light on your phone is going out like the light in your eyes in this game.
As I'm dying.
All right. Amplify the Arc Knight in hand, which I will then I get to play for free because I have 3 rune chants. So we will send that for 3 and 6, and then make 2 more rune chants on the back.
Sure. So down to 1, and then. Okay, interesting. So you just have to survive my next turn cycle, and you got me cooked. Well, this is what blocks 6, so there's 2 cards.
Okay. And I will Arsenal.
Okay.
Can I keep a blue is basically what it comes down to. If I or a yellow. Like if I can keep 2 pitch, I
right, that's an action. That'd be cool if it was an instant and you could just kill me like Icelander.
Yeah, we're not wizards around here.
Yeah, unfortunately. Enigma, she can do shit on your opponent's turn. That looks pretty fun.
All right.
Okay.
Really glad to have 1 point of block here.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll play a Spreading Flames, pitching Art of War. Not usually how you want to do it. 3 go again.
3 go again. I will block 3.
Sure. I'll play a Runner Renegade for 3. Go again.
I will block 3.
Sure. I'll activate Phi for 1, get a Phoenix Flame, attack for 2.
I will block 2.
Sure. I will pass.
Okay. I will Scepter of Pain you to death.
No, you make a rune chant too.
Yep.
Insult to injury.
Yep.
Good game.
Good game. Yeah. This is interesting. I usually this deck has like real trouble into aggro.
Yeah.
Like I don't think this is a like great matchup for me. This is, I mean, the whole thing is designed to target warriors and like grindy math decks.
Yeah, yeah, definitely like a bit unlucky to whiff on hitting anything on Engulfing Flame Wave. Like if I hit something there,
that was pretty sick.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it made sense for you to greed a little because you were like,
I mean, I had enough
if you
life.
block too much, then you're just gonna bleed out and not start killing me.
In that situation, like I was keeping 4 cards. If it turned out that you hit something hot, then I could still. I mean, I had 9 block in my hand.
Yeah. You had a decent amount of block.
Yeah, so like it was one of those where it was like if you hit nothing, then I can tank it and have the turn I did, which set up the rest of the game.
Turn was really good. Yeah, it sort of felt like when you play Phi into Kano, where it's like which turn cycle you threaten lethal is really, really important. Like it's not just outvaluing them, but it's like deal so much damage that they are pushed out of the game before they get to do their big combo, because I'm running no AB, and also like if I would still probably be losing trying to pitch for rune chants. So I just sort of like have to kill you before that happens, which I thought like Art of War, Salt the Wound.
You had a huge turn.
Pretty close.
Yeah, I mean like that was you had me scared for sure. I was sitting here doing the math like, okay, how much damage am I going to do on the next turn? Okay, it's fine. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, at least Phi is different than Katsu, where it's like even as I'm presenting that huge turn, it's like you can really easily figure out how much value I'm going to present, and it's not really changing later outside of a few. Like maybe I have double salt the wound because I have like salt and then snap and have salt in arsenal or something.
Right.
But outside of that, it's not like I can do like a triple bonds out of nowhere.
Right.
Or anything.
Man, what if you did bonds fi?
I think it'd be pretty bad. I think it would surprise people, but without the ability to like
surprise people,
without having any tutors other than pouncing links, you would kind of just have to be like drawing the combo pieces naturally.
So you do grindy fatigue fi that waits until the natty combo, and just goes like.
I feel like at a battle hardened,
no way to go wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Any thoughts? Any other thoughts about this matchup before we call it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like decks that really want to block are often like good matchups for Fi, but also those kind of decks are usually like not presenting huge burst amounts of damage, which can be bad for Fi.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's sort of the advantage of of playing the turtle burst list versus versus like pure OTK. Yeah, that's true. Pure OTK would be like way too slow for Fi, probably. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh no, I have all these sync blows in my hands, and you keep attacking for 2. What am I, like, there's no way to get value out of that.
Yeah, and even like aggro viz is generally like I also would run the same setup, 0 AB, and just sort of like present higher value hands.
Sure.
Unless he draws like 3 Mordred Tides 3 turns in a row, and I don't draw any Art of War, I'll probably outvalue him. And even then, I can like block some of the physical and like stay in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting matchup.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching, Crankers.
We will see you next time in the Crankshaft.
Crank it.
Keep cranking.